Hello, 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 hello. You're tuning in to Miraculous Monday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm super excited, y'all. Today was indeed a Miraculous Monday. Man, I'm just like on fire. I just got off this call on Clubhouse and it was amazing. Hey Jayla, hey sis, how are you? And it was amazing. I do not own the rights to this music in the background. This is Beautiful by Kiara Shear. And of course, we are talking about beautiful today, being beautiful. And when I say I love myself, I'm beautiful, I love myself. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, you're tuning in to Miraculous Monday. This is Beautiful by Kiara Shear playing in the background. I do not own the rights to this music. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. But I'm super excited because our topic today is beautiful. But I am Krishandria James, CEO and founder of Blossom Up LLC, where I teach teen girls, young ladies, and women to blossom up and bloom where they have been planted by helping them embrace their inner beauty and helping them grow, evolve, and transform into their true selves. And man, when I say the past few days, I have been getting messages left and right just about my lives and just in general about my posts, about how I have been blessing young girls, young teen girls, young ladies, and women, just turning their lives around and just watching them transform. And even when you think that you're not blessing others while just getting these messages, it makes you feel awesome because the anointing that you have on your life. But getting back to our topic, beautiful. This is Beautiful by Kiara Shear playing in the background. And I'm going to start off by telling y'all a story. So when I was younger, I was about in the 3rd grade. And this was during the time of Hurricane Allison, I believe. So I was at school one day, and at school, I came up with a problem. Actually, I got sick. I ended up having a stomach virus. On top of that, having a stomach virus, my eye was very red and couldn't figure out what was going on. And so another girl had just went to the nurse's office, and they was telling the class like to stop and not make fun of her when she comes back to class. So I was like, okay, you know me, I'm the nice one. I'm like, she's okay. So then next thing you know, my eye is like bawling out tears, and I'm not even crying, it's just dripping tears. I'm like, what is going on? I'm in the 3rd grade and go to the nurse's office. So she thinks that I have pink eye. So they send me home. My sister's dad comes to pick me up. They send me home. Go to the doctor, and the very next day. So we're going to the doctor thinking that it's pink eye because I wake up the next morning and my eye is still pink with a patch over my eye. And I'm like, okay, what's pink eye? Get to the doctor, they tell me, no, it's not pink eye. We don't know what's wrong. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what's wrong? You know, my eyes just, instead of dripping tears, I'm not crying. What's wrong? Do I have pink eye or what? So, pass by years down the line, go back to the same eye doctor, come to find out I have a scar on my retina in my right eye. When I say this breaks my total confidence, this breaks my total confidence. The thing that breaks me is when the doctor told me, you have this scar on your retina, but there's nothing we can do about it. So then I burst into tears. I'm like, what do you mean there's nothing you can do about it? So I burst into tears. And so I get to school a couple weeks later after hearing that I have this scar on my retina. And so my eye, basically, it goes dead. So the nerves in my eye are dead. So the eye starts to trouble. And kids are telling me, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Ha, 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 are you looking at me? So I'm in the class with my head down low, and I'm like, these kids are making fun of me. My eye's traveling. I just found out I had a scar on my retina. I can't even see out of my right eye. Why are these kids making fun of me? So the kids are teasing me from 3rd grade all the way up until graduating from high school. The same problem is still there. So I go to the doctor once a year, and she's still telling me, okay, well, this scar is still on your retina. There's nothing we can do about it. So I broke down when I was in college. I was like into my junior year of college. I was a long-term substitute teacher. So I get in the classroom, and as you know, little kids, I was teaching 3rd graders. So the little kids, they started, are you looking at me? And so I'm thinking, okay, I thought I was done with this in high school. So on my lunch break, I burst into tears. I'm like, Lord, why do you have me to go through this? Why do you have this scar on my retina, Lord? Why is my eye trembling? You're breaking my confidence, Lord. You're breaking my self-confidence. I'm not pretty. So I'm looking in the mirror and I'm bawling out tears, and I'm just crying. And I'm like, I don't want this. So up until today, I still have that same scar on my retina in my right eye. It still travels. I can say, hey, Ambria, hey, cousin, how are you? I can still say today that sometimes when people say, are you looking at me? It still hurts a little bit. But today I walk boldly, I walk confidently, and I know that I'm beautiful. Now, to rewind, Whenever I was younger, it broke my confidence. I would look in the mirror, I would cry, and I would say, "You're just an ugly girl. You're chunky, you're ugly, your eye travels. I don't like who you are. I don't even like who you are on the inside." Then after being molested at a young age and having this eye situation, my confidence was really broken. I didn't even know who I was anymore. I'm like, I'm going through all of this, God. Why are you taking me through all of this? You took me through molestation. You took me through this eye situation. Lord, I'm not beautiful. And I started to tell myself I was ugly every single day. Like, I would look in the mirror and people would be talking to me and they would say, "Why are you not looking me in my eye?" And I would just be rubbing my eye and I would say, "Oh, my allergies are bothering me." And I remember last year, I was at my mentor's house and she was like, "Something's wrong with your eye?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "My allergies are just bothering me." So I rubbed my eye when talking to people. But now I can say that I can truly look people in their eyes boldly, not worry about if they ask me if I'm looking at them or not. I can look at them and boldly speak and speak confidently and not worry about if my eye is going to travel or not. So sometimes you have to look at yourself in the mirror. No matter what people say about you, no matter what they think about you, you still have to call yourself beautiful. You still have to think that you're beautiful. You still have to walk with confidence. So when God gave me Blossom Up, knowing where you have been planted, my goal was to truly help teen girls, young ladies, and women blossom up and bloom where they have been planted. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what your voice is like, what your eye looks like, what your body shape is. You can still blossom up and bloom where you have been planted. So I take my eye situation, and I embrace it. I take the size that I am, and I embrace it. I take this little old me that I have on the inside, that fear and self-doubt, and I bring it out and I embrace it, because I am not what people say. I am who God says I am. I am who He calls me to be. So I see myself as beautiful, bold. I walk with confidence. I don't have no shame, no doubt. I let all that go because I am beautiful. So I'm telling you today, I'm coming on to tell you, it does not matter what you look like. It does not matter your size. You don't have to look like the person on the magazine just because that person's skinny or what they make us women out to be or teen girls out to be. You don't have to look like them. Size does not matter. Embrace your size. It don't matter what your eyes look like. Embrace it. Because now I embrace my beauty. I look in the mirror every day and I tell myself, "Girl, you sure look good today." I may be having a bad hair day. Maybe my eye may be traveling all over the place. But I look in the mirror boldly and confidently and say, "Girl, you sure are beautiful today." And that's what you have to tell yourself. You sure are beautiful. And I'm country, y'all. I'm from Louisiana. So, girl, you sure is beautiful. That's where that countriness come out. And I speak positive affirmations on my life. So that's what you're going to have to start doing. Don't worry about what people say. I remember when people would say I was ugly, I was chunky, I was fat. But did I worry about what they said about me? No. I did in the past. But now I can take all the things that are thrown at me and I can embrace it. Because it builds me. Do I hold it in? No. I let it all out. I laugh at it. And I embrace who I am. Because Krishandria James, CEO and founder of Blossom Up LLC, is embracing everything that's inside of her and embracing everything that's on the outside of her. And I'm bringing it all out. And I'm helping other teen girls, young ladies, and women blossom up and bloom where they have been planted. Because this is what God has called me to be and what God has called me to do. He's anointed me. He's chosen me. I am the chosen one. So every little thing that I've been through, everybody talking about me, everybody talking about my eye, everybody talking about my size, I had to realize myself and look in the mirror that I say that I am beautiful. I was created in God's image. I am God's masterpiece. It doesn't matter what people say. So what they call you out your name, it doesn't matter. You are God's masterpiece. You are beautiful. Kings, you are handsome. Queens, you are beautiful. So see yourself the way God sees you. Go ahead and blossom up and bloom where you have been planted. Take those words that people say about you and take those words that people say about you and embrace it. Don't worry about what the negative things they're saying. Change it into positive things. People call you ugly, talk about your eyes, talk about different things about you. Turn those words around. Today I was on a 4 p.m. check-in call, and man, it was just the one thing that I said, and the Holy Spirit moved. So the very thing that somebody said, you can change that around about your life, and the Holy Spirit can move and tell you something different. So don't worry about what those people say about you. Embrace it so that you can blossom up and bloom where you have been planted. I'm Krishandria James, CEO and founder of Blossom Up LLC, where I teach teen girls, young ladies, and women to blossom up and bloom where they have been planted by helping them embrace their inner beauty and helping them grow, evolve, and transform into their true selves. Remember, queens, you are beautiful. See yourself the way God sees you. See yourself as God's masterpiece. You are not ugly. You are not the way society sees you. You are not the way that the world sees you. Hey, LaShonda, how are you? Hey, sis, blessings to you as well. You're the way God sees you. You're not the way the world sees you. You're not the way society sees you. So go ahead and embrace your beauty. Embrace your inner self. Embrace what's on the outside. Embrace what's on the inside. You are beautiful. Thank y'all for tuning in to Miraculous Monday. I will see y'all again for Freedom Friday. And those that will catch the replay, thank y'all for tuning in to Miraculous Monday as well. Y'all have a wonderful and miraculous week. And I'll see y'all again for Freedom Friday. Love y'all.